Camera number 302 of 365, and we have a Leica CL, fully manual camera, and it only requires batteries to power the meter, which is an interesting one, which we'll perhaps feature as we go through the video. So let's just run through some of the features of the camera. It has a Summicron f2 40mm lens, and we take the lens off by pressing the lens release, which is on the left hand side. Press that in and rotate, and then we can see inside the camera. Now, we mentioned the light meter, which requires a battery, but as you wind the film on, the sensor for the light meter, I don't know if you can see that on the video there, there we go, it actually pulls out and obviously starts reading the light that's available through the lens, and then meters that and then returns a value to the camera. So I thought that's an interesting implementation for a light meter there. We change our shutter speeds around this collar, and the shutter speeds go from 1/1000th of a second right down to bulb, and then we also change our film speed with that same dial. So let's just put the lens back on. Oops. There we go. The only other button on the front of the camera, I don't know whether you can see that, there we go, that one just there, that's actually a battery test. And then just moving on to the top of the camera, we have hot shoe, our film wind on, our shutter actuation, and our film counter. Now, to put film in the camera, we need to turn the camera like that, and then the whole back comes off by unlocking it, and then we can pull the back off. There we go. And then the battery for the light meter is actually housed in this little cutout here, and it's a PX or P625 battery which goes in there, and then we just have to lift up our film base plate, and then we can put our film into our camera over the base plate, put the base plate down, and then just put the cover back on. Just make sure that goes in properly. There we go. Oops. There we go. Super. And then we just lock it. Oops. Locking that. Oh, maybe it's locked. That's why. There we go. And then we have our film counter on the back, our film rewind crank also on the back, or the bottom rather, and the little lever that disengages the film advance so that we can actually wind our film back in. It's a viewfinder camera, so we have our viewfinder through there, and that's pretty much it really. We obviously focus our lens in the normal way, and our aperture. So it's a totally manual camera, as I say, but just requires battery to power the meter. So that has been camera number 302 of 365.